On one side, we have anti-aging experts like Brian Johnson, who spends over $2 million annually researching cutting-edge science to extend lifespan, identifying lentils, or dal as we call it, as a top food for longevity. On the other hand, a few social media influencers, including some doctors, dismiss dal as nothing more than a low-protein food. The criticism of dal does not stop here. Some experts go so far as to demonize them, advising against their consumption due to their high carbohydrate content, presence of anti-nutrients, poor amino acid profile, and low digestibility score. As a certified holistic nutritionist and holistic health practitioner, I must admit that I'm in love with dal. However, I will set aside my personal bias and instead use science and common sense to make a case for legumes. Just a few core ingredients make up your entire diet, and legumes is one such food group. If you're not consuming at least 300 calories from dals and beans, then this video is an attempt to enlighten you to some important facts about this food group. Please note, I may use the word dals and legumes interchangeably throughout the video. This is because the nutritional profiles of all types of dals and beans are quite similar. Legumes such as lentils, beans, and chickpeas are amongst the most underrated yet powerful foods available to us. These humble ingredients have nourished civilizations for millennia, providing an affordable, nutritious, and sustainable source of food. Unlike many other crops, legumes are also environmentally friendly, enriching the soil and requiring less water and chemical intervention. In this part 1, I will provide a detailed nutritional profile of dals and beans, and we will go deep looking into the protein quality through various lenses. But first, let's start with fiber. Legumes, dals, and beans are the undisputed champions, surpassing even vegetables. Legumes contain more fiber than most vegetables. Check out the fiber content chart for various food categories, and you'll see legumes consistently at the top. Now, don't get me wrong, I love vegetables, but let's be honest, there's only so much you can eat. Many people struggle to consume enough vegetables because of taste preference, and even those who enjoy them may find it challenging to chew large amounts to meet their fiber needs. Legumes, on the other hand, offer a convenient solution by consuming just 300 grams of cooked dal or beans with a thick to medium consistency, not, of course, overtly diluted with water. You can easily meet at least 70 to 80% of your daily fiber requirements through legumes. If, like most of you who are focusing on getting your protein intake, it's time to rethink your priorities. Yes, protein is essential, but fiber is just as important. The reality is that most people don't consume enough fiber. Research suggests that the average daily fiber intake is only 12 to 15 grams, which is far below the recommended amounts. Women should aim for at least 25 grams. Men should aim for 40 grams or more per day for optimal health. Personally, I consume 50 grams or more of fiber daily because the benefits are simply remarkable. It reduces the risk of type 2 diabetes, it supports heart health, it aids in weight loss, improves gut health, and slows down gastric emptying. This means you stay satisfied longer, naturally controlling appetite. In short, fiber is a game changer for overall health, and legumes are the richest natural source you can find. Prioritizing them in your diet can transform your well-being in ways you never imagined. Moving on, very often dal is demonized as a food by stating that it has a weak amino acid profile, low digestibility score, and overall low protein content. Let's tackle all these concerns one by one. Let me start by saying that legumes are approximately 25% protein by weight, as compared to whole grains, which are between 7 to 15%. Dal and beans are 25%. Maybe a few types of dals could be 20% or even 30%, especially beans. But it's safe to say that legumes are 25% protein by weight. This means 100 gram raw dal will contain 25 grams protein. Please keep this number in mind. Now, as we know that amino acids are building blocks of protein, and out of the 20 amino acids, 9 are essential that we must consume from our diet. You can see the list here. When it comes to muscle building, three essential amino acids collectively termed BCAAs. Branch chain amino acids are particularly important. They are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. So let's compare the BCAAs content of dal with eggs and whole milk. Look at the leucine content of dal and beans. It's right up there. Leucine plays a crucial role in stimulating muscle protein synthesis, the process by which the body builds new muscle proteins. Leucine activates a key signaling pathway in the body called the mammalian target of rapamycin, mTOR. When leucine activates mTOR, it stimulates the production of new muscle protein, leading to muscle growth and repair. Leucine is particularly valuable during periods of calorie restriction or weight loss. When individuals consume fewer calories than they burn, they risk losing muscle mass. However, maintaining an adequate protein intake with the focus on leucine-rich sources, it can help preserve muscle mass while losing fat at the same time. If we refer to the chart of EAA, essential amino acid requirements for humans, the optimal leucine content for a 70 kilogram reference adult is 0.039 multiplied by 70, which comes out to be 2.73 grams per day. Please click a screenshot of this simple 1500 calorie vegan diet that provides a whopping 4.9 grams of leucine. This intake is optimal for muscle growth and recovery. This diet does not only provide enough leucine but satisfy all the 9 essential amino acid requirements with ease. Understand this, our bodies are very smart in extracting the essential amino acid it needs from different foods you eat. No one eats food in isolation. I mean, you will not just eat dal the entire day, but instead you will have whole grains, seeds, nuts, vegetables, and combining different plant-based foods ensure a high rating on the DAL scale, boosting the overall amino acid score and supporting muscle protein synthesis. I will discuss the concept of digestibility score in part 2 of this video series. So once again, stop listening to social media influencers who tell you that dal is a low or poor protein source. This discourages people from eating enough of it, and instead they substitute it with soya and paneer. Now, dal is an incredible health food that not only provides enough protein but also a lot of fiber. Many also worry about the carb content in dal, carbohydrates. So eating 300 grams of cooked dal daily provides 24 grams of high quality protein. This amounts to 400 calories with 69 grams of carbohydrates. However, 20 grams of these carbs comes from fiber, reducing the net carb intake to just 49 grams. And these 49 grams of carbs are low glycemic index, meaning they do not cause rapid blood sugar spikes, even for type 2 diabetics. The ideal daily carb range is approximately 150 to 200 grams, and getting 50 to 75 grams of carbs from legumes is perfectly fine. In addition, legumes are very high in non-heme iron, an important nutrient most vegans and vegetarians are deficient in. It also easily satisfies copper and manganese requirements. Now folks, if you have any questions or doubts about dals and legumes in general, please do ask me in the comments below. Stay tuned for part 2, where I will discuss the DAL scale, the latest and the most accurate scale that measures protein quality. In addition, I will also discuss anti-nutrients like phytic acid and lectins, and if and whether you should worry about them or not. I'm Akash, thank you for your time.